Hi there, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, I know. I thought today I would talk about a certain situation that is really kind of bumming me out. I really don't have so many followers. If I don't talk about people, I guess I don't really have followers until I start my channel cooking, which I just got this new ring light and I have a stable setup for my camera. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna possibly do a black and white cookie demo later on today. That's what I planned on. But I thought I'd come out here and just put this out for now. I have a haul as well. So I wanted to talk to you ladies, the bigger ladies out there, since we get, creamed every day of our lives. It's funny, an accident can happen and because you're fat, you caused it. Think people can get heated at a grocery store and it's because of my weight. Everything is because of my weight. And I just wanted to bring this up because I'm really feeling very sad, actually. And I hate to say it because for the longest time I was not really buying into this person's lifestyle or decisions they make, but they're their own decisions to make. Let me set that straight before I talk about what I'm about to talk about. I feel terrible for Foodie Beauty, for Chantal Marie. I started subscribing to her channel. I guess it's been about 2 months or so. I saw a change in her and I really wanted to sort of be on board that change. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, she's on a cycle. Oh, she does this. Oh, she does that. But you know what? Stop it. Let's all stop it. Because, right now, certain things are more important than others, right? Like Black Lives Matter, like finding the right president to go into office. Hopefully it'll be Lady Gaga. I'm praying for you, lady. But I wanted to say that it's so difficult for people who are overweight because we're challenged in so many different ways. And you can call it a crutch. You can come after me. I'm 50. I've lived most of my adult life as a yo-yo, trying every diet out there, blaming myself a million times for putting food in my mouth. I'm a chef on top of it. And that's really, really hard when you're a chef and you love food. I love food. What can I tell you? But I also know the value of life. And I know that I want to live the remainder of my years on a more comfortable level. That is why I made a choice to be more conscious about what I eat. I have good days, I have bad days. I'm not really here to discuss my triumphs or failures because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to pigeonhole myself into having to explain to anybody my decisions. They're my decisions for good or bad. They're mine. And it's the same for Chantal. The more people criticize Chantal and put her down for the decisions she makes about her life, I can't tell you how bad it affects me, and I'm an outsider. I don't have to read every comment or suffer through every drama channel's idea of what that person's life is like. Did you ever stop to think on your worst day, whatever that worst day may be, if somebody crushed you 1,000 times more than you could possibly even handle before, and how you're supposed to overcome that? Why is it okay for you to say it's easy to be stronger, to have better willpower, to address an issue more ardently than what she's doing? She's doing the best she can. She's given, every day when she wakes up, she's given a choice, and she does go for the high road, I'm sure. And then something clicks in, the addiction clicks in or the urge clicks in, and the idea that people have already set her up for failure and it's easier for her to fail. And so she does. And I don't know that eating some of the foods, I don't know what else she's eating, but sometimes when she eats food, I feel like, my God, I eat food like that. I mean, I walk a little more, maybe I'm a little bit more active, and maybe there are times where I don't eat as much. Like my husband's doing carb-free right now. Sure, I should be carb-free too. Everybody, I guess, should be, because that's what everybody does. But that's not me. It's not my lifestyle. I like to have a little bit of a carb in the morning, especially like a bowl of cereal. I like to have a fruit along with it. And I like to have, usually water with lemon. I'm always water with lemon. But, I don't think some of the things that she eats are that bad. And I don't even think the portion size is that bad. My God, I know people who eat way more than that, and they're not as big as her. Or maybe some of them are as big as her. But the more pressure that you exert upon a person who's in a fragile state, and Chantal, I hope you're listening. I really do. I'm sure you're not, because I'm a nobody. I really don't have that many followers. But if this does get back to you, I completely understand what you're going through. I come from a family that, from the time of my birth, I've been put down. I have been shamed, body shamed, from the time I was probably, 3. And I'm 50 now. I remember family members taking photographs of me in a bikini that I felt really proud about wearing when I was 6 years old, and they laughed at it. They laughed at me. They thought it was so cute because I was so chunky. It's not cute. And I remember hearing my mother complain to another woman about how she had to buy me Tough Skins. I think they were called Tough Skins at Sears, going back a long time ago. Or I forget what they were called. Huffies? I think they were called Huffies or something like that. Huskies, that's what they were called. And they would, kids who were really big would have to wear those jeans. And I remember being of a certain age and having to wear those jeans and feeling very, very embarrassed about it and shamed about it. And I remember my mom complaining to another woman saying, I don't know what I'm going to do with my daughter. She's so fat. What is she going to do when she grows up? No one's ever going to want her. She's never going to find a good job. No one's ever going to take her credibly. I've actually excommunicated myself from certain family members because they've made me feel so badly and shameful about my weight. I have a sister who I don't speak to anymore. I haven't spoken to in years. Oh my God, I think it's like 10 years now. I put up with so much abuse with growing up. Her telling me, don't ever let a man see you naked. Don't ever, think for a moment that anybody will ever take you seriously, even as a chef, because you're fat. Unless you lose weight, no one will ever give you a position of power. They'll see it as a sign of weakness. And maybe it is a sign of weakness. But you know what? All of the best chefs that I grew up studying were all fat. And they were great people. I've known artists that have been fat. Look at Pablo Picasso. Michelangelo wasn't skinny. A lot of your famous artists were not skinny. It is what it is. Food and desire and pleasure and art, music, architecture, food, they all go together. They're all in the same spectrum. And I have always viewed food as being a pleasurable thing. Has it been a comfort for me? Yes. Have I eaten before? Yes, I have. I'm definitely guilty of that. I'd be lying if I wasn't. I think all of us would be lying if we didn't go to food for comfort at some point. Food is a friend that never fails you. It doesn't judge you. But for me, it's more than that. Food is about eating living art. And my palate is always changing, and I'm always discovering new things. And I want the experience. I like to eat little things, little nips of things. I'm like a grazer rather than a gorger. And I don't think there's anything wrong with either of the two. Hey, whatever gets you off and makes you happy. Listen, we're all headed for the grave, no matter what. I hope that when I enter that place, I go easy and not hard. And that's why my heart goes out to girls that are really struggling with their weight. Like Amy is using a walker now, or a roller, because it's gotten so hard for her to walk. And I understand that too, because I lost my ability to walk about almost 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. I was diagnosed with such severe cellulitis that I almost lost both my legs, and I almost died. And I was 398 pounds. I'm 5'5", and almost 5'5". I'm 5'4.5". But I like to say I'm 5'5". I almost lost my life. And I had a moment where I remember I could not physically walk in my kitchen. I couldn't stand up. I had to use a chair, and I would roll the chair around my kitchen. And it got to the point where my husband's like, listen, if you don't go to the hospital, I'm divorcing you. I'm done with you. Because something is really wrong with you. My legs were oozing water. I was oozing liquid throughout my body. And I know that Life by Jen was talking about having a sore on her breast, or a sore area on her breast. I wanted to bring that up because for me, my breast felt like I had a big, huge sack of lump, like God forbid cancer in my breast. And it was the cellulitis. I had it on my tongue. I had sores all over my body that I couldn't explain. I had no taste at all other than metal. And I was filling up with so much fluid every day that I was about 48 hours away from death, complete death. I would have been in a coma in 24 and then dead after that. And I don't know, they thought that I had congestive heart failure, but I had something called Pickwickian effect, which can happen. And so for all the big girls out there, you have to be very careful. You have to keep yourself clean and free of bug bites, because if you get a bug bite and God forbid you scratch that bug bite with your toenail or even your nail, it can get infected. And if it gets infected, it can get septic, and that's really bad. That's what happened to me. I was just in denial about it. I waited till the last minute to do something about it. My lowest weight I got down to was 142 pounds. I'm 242 pounds. I'm back up to 286. I went down again and I go up, but you know what? I'm not going to beat myself up about it. And I feel so sad for people. Even though you're commenting on it and you're suggesting things, you're nobody to suggest. Unless you've been in that person's shoes, you're nobody to suggest. I've suggested myself. And I think it's wrong. I think whatever you want to do. Do what makes you happy. But be conscious of what you're doing to yourself at the same time. If you want to kill yourself, if you want to end up diseased, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, no one's stopping you. But there's a way to be healthy. And sometimes it takes going to therapy to get to that place. I'm a great believer in it. I went to therapy for 6 years. It was a really hard decision to make because I felt like, oh, wow, maybe people view me as crazy. Maybe I am crazy. I don't know. But like we wash our hair and our bodies to be clean, our brain needs a good scrubbing every now and again. So view it that way. And you have to get to the root in order to mend the tree. If the tree doesn't produce fruit or is dying, it's never going to unless you fix the roots. The roots are the source of everything. Everybody's got the root of the root. I can't say what Chantal's is. I can't say what Amy's is. I can't say what Jen's is. I can't say what any of, Amber's, I can't say. But you have to get to the root of the root, ladies. If you don't, you don't. There's no true way of loving yourself or being happy until you get there. You can say, I love myself, I'm happy, I'm in a happy place, but no. Happiness is not an everyday occurrence. It's a gift to wake up and feel happy and get through the day happy. I mean, there are highs and lows in everybody's days, but happiness is something I think you exude, and it's a glow. It's something that radiates from inside, and that's what happens after you mend the tree. After you mend the tree, you have this a weight lifted off of you that makes you happy, feel happy and lighter. And I think that leads to a better way of thinking, then also a better way of making decisions about what kind of foods we eat. Now, I didn't want to get too deep into it, so I'll end it there. But I just want to say to all of those drama channels out there, the ones that are so quick, like Charlie Gold, disgusting. I'm sorry, you're disgusting to say the things that you say. Look at yourself in the mirror. You are one of those people. You're no better than anybody else. And because you go and you work out, okay, good for you. You work out more than maybe some of us. Good, that's great. Happy for you. Really happy for you. But you can't point a finger at somebody else and say, look what I'm doing. You should be doing that too. Or you're a fat whale because I want to say it because I feel like I can. You're a fat whale too. I mean, sorry. An angry fat whale on top of it all. A bitchy, bitter, angry fat whale on top of it all. And that comes from a fat person, Charlie Gold. So suck an egg. And I just want to say, you know, the more you do that to people, the more it's not helping her, it's hurting her. And this is somebody who could, you know, God forbid, you know, walk a dangerous line and have bad feelings in their heads and, you know, act upon them. And that's really scary. I mean, if you keep telling somebody they're a loser, that's all they're going to be, is a loser. And she's struggling with the fact that she's not a loser, that she's in a dark place, that she maybe is trying to like hold it together, and then you're crushing her at the same time. You're handing her an anchor when she's drowning. And I'm guilty of that too. I have done it. I've said some negative things about Chantal in the past. I've said some negative things about other people in the past. And for that, I feel sad and ashamed, because I'm no better than they are, you know, and neither are you. You have something that's wrong with you. All of us do. I mean, you can't really point the finger without looking at yourself in the mirror. So, you know, make a decision. If you feel confident with the image that you see in the mirror, you're all set, you're all good, everything's perfect in your life, and you're able to offer up some pearls of wisdom, write a fucking book. Don't come after people who are trying and struggling. I mean, you can't, you know, they're walking at the ledge anyway. They're at the ledge and they're struggling to hold on. And if Chantal wants to eat, let her eat. If she wants to go on a weight loss journey, let her go on a weight loss journey. If she wants to say fuck you, let her say fuck you. If she's entitled to do whatever she wants. It's her channel and it's her decision. It's not yours. If you have something to say about it, I don't know, find some other thing to critique, you know? I don't know. I mean, I think it's shameful that you all do what you do, and it affects me. I feel kind of depressed after I hear some of the things that some of you say. And, you know, it's like so flippant. It's so easy for you to say those things. And you're coming from what I don't know. There's one of you out there, I'm not going to mention a name, who I used to watch, and I think it's hilarious and funny, but sometimes the cattiness and the bitchiness that comes through. By the way, if you see some weird light, it's because every time a car passes, there's a reflection. I have the window curtained or draped, and it is closed at the moment, so I have better light. So if you see a weird light, it's not, you know, a shadow person or an orb, just to let you know. But I'd like to say also too, I wish that I could be closer friends with Chantal, because I'm a little bit older and I've been in that dark place, and I wish that I could just befriend her. I really do feel that I could be friends with her. I feel like I have a lot in common with her, and that I feel like she could be like my kid sister. I mean, there's a real great presence that she has. I wish she would see the beauty in herself more and just trust herself, that people really do show up just to hear her talk. I mean, I listen to her. I'm a baker. I have crazy hours, and I love when she posts late at night, because I get to see her stuff while I'm doing my baking rituals. And you know, I don't know. I really wish the best for her, and I'm so sorry that people are out there ganging up on her at the worst time, you know, possible. I can see the struggle. I saw how sad she was and the struggle, and how she's really just fed up, but nobody understands her. But I think people do understand her. And I think if she wants to leave the comments off or read every comment, let her. She's entitled to. It's her property. It's her page. It's her ideas. And she wants to guard them. If she wants to keep things quiet so that she can have more followers, don't deny somebody their coin. I wouldn't. Anyway, on a brighter note, let's get to my haul. So I wanted to talk to the overweight ladies, and actually thin ladies and the gentlemen out there who suffer with body odor. You know, when you're larger, you have more folds. There's more sweat involved, which leads to more bacteria, which leads to rank odor, vinegary odors sometimes, especially in the summer. I'm going to be frank with you. It happens. I am a 46 C. I'm busty, but I'm very broad. And my mom calls my side fat chicharrones, that's what we call them. My chicharrones in the summertime and my titties sweat. So I have this stuff called Fresh Press. I've showed it before. I'm not going to go get it. But I also am a very big fan of Lumi. I'm not sponsored. I should be, though, because Lumi has changed my life and my private life as well. Being big, you know, before any sort of intimacy can happen, I run to the shower. I always did anyway, even when I was skinny. I was always afraid that someone would say I had like crotch rot. I mean, we're women, you know, you work all day. I was a chef. I was a waitress. I was always taking jobs where I would run around and work in situations where I worked in hot kitchens. You know, it happens. I'm going to let you know. I don't care how skinny you are, how fat you are, how clean you are, how dirty you are. It all happens. It does regardless. And, you know, you get swamp ass, which is disgusting, so disgusting. And I have to say that I have found a product that really, oh my God, I could endorse these people all day. They've changed my life. Lumi, this is the original. This is how it used to come. This is the original. This is the deodorant, the tube deodorant. And this one is Jasmine Rose. And I use this after I get out of the shower. I make sure that I dry myself completely, especially in my, you know, area, in my private area, my thighs, my inner thighs, my fupa, because I got one of those. You know, really get in there, get inside my vajay, get dry, get clean, throw that towel in the laundry after you're done, ladies and gentlemen. And I take a little bit of this and I put some all over my asshole, my vagina, my whole vagina, inside and out, the inner thighs, my fupa, and under my breasts. This one goes. And this one's the Jasmine Rose. I also have used the Juniper Berry before. Juniper Berry, I think it's called. Yeah, Juniper Berry is the other one. And there's a lavender. I think there's a lavender. I don't remember. And there's an unscented. Anyway, but this is the one that I love. And really, there's a very slight scent. Very, very light scent. But it really fades away, and then there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. So that's the first product. And again, I am not endorsed by Lumi, but I wish I were. So if Lumi's watching, love you. Even though I'm not monetized yet. The second one, this is brand new. This is the Tangerine, clean Tangerine deodorant, stick deodorant. And it smells slightly like Tangerine. There's something like Lumi-ish about it. And you'll know when you get Lumi. There's like a sort of like a very light tangerine scent to it. But I made my husband use this. And he has a stronger odor. Obviously, he's a man. Stronger odor than I do. And we noticed that after hours, he had no scent. So I like to use this for my armpits. The other stuff I use for my other areas. Now, there's also another product that they make that I absolutely enjoy. That light was from my husband coming in and out. I'm in my dining room. These are the personal wipes, and they are flushable, although I don't recommend flushing anything except for toilet paper. But I love this. So now I just ordered myself one of those clean butt sprays that you attach to your toilet, because in Russia I always had a bidet. So I'm used to going to the bathroom and then cleaning myself that way. I do use vinegar, baking soda, and warm water as well from time to time, which really works well and will give you no irritation or anything like that. But these are a little lifesaver. You know, I noticed that when I use other cloths, even though I'll clean up and then use toilet paper and then use this and then use more toilet paper, for some reason, whatever like lotion is in those wipes will create like an environment of moisture again. And I feel like I've got an itchy asshole. Like it's not clean. And I know I've cleaned because I get my fucking finger up there. I go there. You know, I want a clean butt. So these, I have to say, are killer. They're so good. They don't irritate. I'm very sensitive to everything. So these I really, truly, truly enjoy. And in the summertime, you can stick them in the refrigerator. So if you're really feeling, I don't know, hot or whatever. I mean, you have to get one before you go to the bathroom, but it's a nice little experience. Let me let you know. Anyway, that's all I have for my Lumi haul. And a little goes a long way. And this is a 72-hour protection. So, you know, you are protected for 72 hours. So if you can't get to a shower or can't get clean for any reason, I don't know why you wouldn't, but whatever. It lasts a really long time. And it's lovely. I feel confident. I feel really confident. I feel like as a big person, go ahead. Go put your nose down in my little nether region. You're not going to smell anything but jasmine rose. That's it. Anyway, my next haul is, I think I sort of talked about this, but I've been using it now for, I guess it's been like 2 weeks, and I love, love, love it. So my next haul was, I get pop-ups all the time to buy stuff, you know, like on Facebook, and I'm always looking at stuff going, oh, I'd love to get that, but I don't. But I treated myself to this, and this is the Glossier Future Dew, 2 pumps on your clean skin. I use Hanicure. Oh, I'm going to do my Hanicure soon. I was supposed to do it on 13th. I'm going to do it. I'll do it this weekend. I'll do the Hanicure. I'll do the mask. It'll be really funny. I want to dye my hair too while I'm doing it, I think. Because I'm getting, see the gray. See, I'm getting, it's time. So this, 2 pumps of this. And I really feel like my skin really is radiating. It's really, it feels really plump and good. And I drink a lot of water anyway. Plus I have a fat face. What can I say? So this is really lovely. It's got a little bit of a color to it, but the minute you start working it into your skin gets really nice and glowy. And you can see there's a glow. I don't have any glow on, although I do. Oh, I forgot to bring that over. I got a Jeffree Star Frost. It's a liquid frost. It's called Extravagant, I think, or Expensive. Expensive, that's the one that I got. But it's over there. I'm not going to go get it. I don't want to leave, you know, an empty camera. So, or an empty space. So the next item is, and this one, when I get again, this one's a little bit too light for me. This is the Pink Cloud. It's a little bit of a blush, like a little, lovely little rosy blush. I have a little bit on. It's a little bit too light for me. I need something more pinky red or corally, I think. I need something a little bit stronger. I actually just really need some concealer. That's what I need. I'm not good with that stuff. And then this is, you had a choice of 3 different types, but I have to tell you, I'm in love with this. It gives you a little bit of a reddish hue, and just the gloss is fabulous. So I know I've talked about this, but I've been using it now, this product, for 2 weeks, and I really love it, and I will reorder again. My next one is, oh God, I hate to bring this up because I know he's going through a lot, but I had to have this. This is Are We Filming? This is Shane Dawson Conspiracy Jeffree Star collaboration one. And you have to shake it, but I will tell you the color, I don't know if you can see the color. It's so lovely. It's like a vintage red, like a blood red, but has more of an orange tone to it. It's really good. It's gonna be great for the fall. I love it. It's really great. It's matte, but you can add a little bit of gloss to it, and it gives it a nice little perky shine. And I like the way it lasts. It really lasts. So what I'm wearing today is, I was watching Luscious Massacre, who I love. I love you, Luscious. And Luscious had on a color that I went mad for. And he actually, oh, she, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She, not he. She recommended these lip glosses by a company called Kimchi. It's drag makeup. She's a drag makeup guru, a diva, and they're called High Gloss Bomb. This one's the High Gloss Bomb, and then I got the High Key Gloss. So The high key gloss has a little bit more of a glassy finish. This one is called Acai. Oh, no. This one's Golden Raisin. I'll show you this one. This one's Golden Raisin. And I don't know if I should I do a swatch? Should I? Can I? I don't even know if I know how to do a swatch. Oh, I did one. Okay. So there's a swatch. I don't know if you can see it. But it's got a nice color to it. It's like a nude tan color. Oh, it's my first swatch. I hope I did it right. Little makeup diva here. The second one that I got, which I love, this is what Luscious was wearing. This one is called Acai. And it was like, I don't know, it just reminded me of, oh God, I don't know if it's gonna be so different. They're very close to one another, but this one has more of that Coral Gables, like retired old lady wearing a muumuu color to it. It's like got more of a coral color. I don't know if it's coming through, but I loved it. I had to have it. And then the color that I'm wearing is called Pink Grapefruit, and this is a high key gloss as well, and I'll swat that one too. So this is what that looks like, and let me give this a little swat. Okay, and there's the pink. I don't know if it's coming through, but yeah, there we go. So there's three colors. They're very similar to one another, kind of, because they're in that like pinky nude. But I thought these would be really nice for the summer. This one's been on for about, I would say, an hour. And it has not faded. It's very lightweight. It has no bad odor to it. And again, I'm not sponsored by any of these. I just absolutely, I like to play with makeup. I've always been told I have nice lips, so that's what I focus on. I don't like to, I don't know how to wear all that other stuff. And being that I have this like double chin, I feel like makeup would look weird on me. You know, like if I wore base or foundation and primer and all that shit. And of course I would want like Sicily and Tom Ford, which I absolutely adore Tom Ford. I wear a lot of Tom Ford lipsticks. They're expensive, but you know what? They last forever. They really, really last a long, long, long time. And I have to say that they're worth every penny. Really, seriously. And, I mean, if you get one, sometimes they have the minis. The minis are like, how much are they? Are they like 30, sometimes $40. I guess they're like $40. And then the larger ones are like 60, I think. But I don't feel guilty buying one. I mean, I'll only buy one and then that's it, I mean, MAC is always a go-to because MAC's always got that high pigment, dramatic finish to it. I remember back in the days when I started wearing MAC, there was a color called terracotta. Actually, Ruby Woo was one of my favorites. I mean, who doesn't love Ruby Woo? But my favorite flavor, a color was terracotta. And terracotta you would put on your lip, I swear to God, at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday, and it was still on your lip on Thursday. I don't know how that was, but they used a lot of kaolin, I guess, but it really dried out your lips, and they realized that. They realized that people were complaining about how dry their lips were after, so they stopped using it. And I think that really changed their product a little bit. It really made a difference. I mean, it was moisturizing, but it didn't have the same pop of pigment like it used to. And then I'm also a really, really big fan of Yves Saint Laurent. I like Yves Saint Laurent, and I absolutely love Christian Dior lipsticks as well. I really want to try the Christian Louboutin, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay $100 for fucking lipstick. I'm not. I mean, I want it, but do I need it? Can I afford it? No, I can't. Anyway, on that note, that was my haul. So I'm going to try tonight to do an experiment where I do black and white cookies. I'll post the recipe. I don't know how I'll do that, but I'll figure that out, I guess. If not, I'll just say what the recipe is, and I'll do it slow enough so that you can make it yourself. I'll do the icings first, and then I'll make the cookie batter, and then I'll have a tray of cookies ready to ice so that we don't, I don't want it. I mean, I can't edit yet, so editing is just not going to happen. And again, I wanted to also put a shout out there to 2 other people because I just have to. The first one is Cheyenne Jasmine. Girl, you are so friggin' funny. I'm sorry, I really think that Nick Ocado should thank you a million times over. Well, anyway, honey, where you're going, he's not. I'm gonna let you know. God has bigger plans, or the universe has bigger plans for your ass. You're gonna be like, I don't know, like a national treasure, I think, someday. I do. I think you are the bee's knees, lady. You are awesome, really funny, and when you come to Savannah, I promise you, we're going to go out. I'm going to take you out, and we're going to get pissed, and we're going to be dressed up in character, and we're going to laugh the whole night. We're going to laugh ourselves to piss. That's for sure. Anyway, the other one that goes out is to Sauce Queen, Miss Kristen. I hope that you are feeling better. I hope your family member is feeling better. My thoughts and prayers go out to you. I know it's a very stressful time. I live very close to Savannah. I'm in between. I live in South Carolina, but I'm closer to Savannah than I am to Hilton Head, believe it or not, which I'm smack dab in the middle. But in Savannah, we are seeing spikes every day. And people are not wearing masks. I live close to Bluffton. People are wearing masks, but not a lot. Beaufort, I've not been to in a minute, actually I have, but I just drove through. I had a delivery and I didn't really notice people outside because Beaufort's I wasn't downtown. So I don't really know. Hilton Head, I just came from. I had deliveries this morning. And I will tell you that the people that are the tourists, the people that are saying, oh, everybody's ganging up on us. Yeah, you've come from a saturated area like Arizona or Florida, and you're bringing your shit here. But that's okay. It's what's happening, But nobody's wearing a mask. And these people are crowded on the beaches. They are not giving a shit. And it's the same. Thank God in stores, they demand that you wear a mask. So you can't get away with that. People are still, I don't know if the bars are open. I don't know because I don't go to bars, but I know that they close bars. I think they closed them in Savannah again. But they just really need to I don't know, close everything down again. I feel freaked out now. I'm worried about my mom. She is 87, living on Hilton Head alone. And I am almost an hour away from her, and that really bothers me. But she wants to be where she is, and I keep away because, God forbid, I've been exposed to something. I mean, I'm a baker. I'm out there. I'm delivering every day. I have to go to supermarkets. A lot I do online, and then, like I had a food delivery today, but I met her, and we both had masks on, and I picked up my flour, keeping distance from her. I constantly keep, we have it everywhere. We have sanitizer fucking everywhere. My husband is obsessed with it, and rightly so. This we got in bulk. It's Ecolab. We got a bunch of it from a friend of ours. But this is like high grade stuff. So, we constantly have hand sanitizer everywhere. I suggest if you do go out to really make sure that you remember to wash your hands as the minute you come in. That's the most important thing. Disinfect what you can. If you're getting food deliveries, I'd say disinfect the bag. I mean, if you're in a city or in a highly populated area, even if you're not, it doesn't matter. I live in the sticks, and I still worry. I mean, people are suffering here as well. We have like 300 cases, I think, or 300 or 400 cases where I am. But I mean, still, that's still a lot considering that this is a really rural area. I mean, granted, we are 15 minutes away from Savannah, from downtown Savannah. And my husband works in a major hotel. I worry for him more every day, you know. I'm thankful that he was off this week and that we just had a staycation together for as much as I guess we could. I still work. But yeah, we have to be conscious still. We can't lose our, you know, we can't lose our disciplines at the moment because you know, in the fall they're saying that there's going to be an even stronger wave of this virus. I just don't know how people are making it, myself included. I mean, I just got my car payment and I'm like, you know, how am I going to do that? But where there's a will, there's a way. Thank God my husband makes the bulk of the money in our family. I'm just kind of a loser. I used to make a lot more money when I was really hightailing my ass to do 7 farmers markets a week. I did 7 farmers markets a week. I did 2 in one day, which was really crazy. And they were like an hour apart, more than an hour apart from one another. One was on Hilton Head at the far end of Hilton Head, and the other one was in Richmond Hill, which is south of Savannah. I don't know how I did that. And then I would go home and bake through the night again to go do another one in the morning. That was when I was younger, and I drove myself to sick. I'm not going to do that ever again. Anyway, this is the longest video ever. I hope wherever you are, you're on a caravan of love. We're all on a caravan of love, that we're headed towards loving one another more and being conscious of the fact that, you know, words really do hurt and words carry out actions. They have actions attached to them, and that's really scary. So again, Chantal, I applaud you for sticking to your guns and saying that it's your channel and that you want to do what you want to do. And I support whatever you do. I don't see your failures as failures. I see that you tried. And anybody else who sees them as failures has never. They're full of shit, because everybody's failed. Everybody has failed. And sometimes we take bigger steps and we fail. And to say that we're a failure is wrong. Saying that we tried and that we're determined to figure it out, no matter how long it takes to get through the maze, you'll get through the maze. Just believe in yourself. Stop listening to this outside noise and listen to this. Listen to this. Just listen to your third eye. Listen to, don't listen to people, and definitely don't listen to any drama channel or even health guru for that matter. Let them, I mean, other people who are in that mind space and capable of doing and following the regime of that, good. I'm an artist. I can't live in a box. I won't do it. And I think you are an artist as well, and I don't think you want to live in a box. So don't. And don't, you don't have to justify yourself to anybody. Fuck 'em. Bye, everybody. Send you good vibes. Thank you for listening. And again, I hate to ask, but if you've watched the video to the end, please like and subscribe, or let me know, you know, to go fuck off. It's okay too. I don't really care. I have thick skin. I'll block you from my channel. That's it. I'll be like Chantal. Anyway, I am going to go and figure out what I'm making for dinner. It's going to be something Asian. I don't know what yet. I hope wherever you are, you're enjoying the day. Love you. Sending good vibes. Bye.